It was really hard when I was doing the show in New York because my wife was pregnant. We were, living somewhere that wasn't normal for us. We have a gym at home in LA. Like that wasn't the case in our apartment.
Where were you living, in the city?
Yeah, the Upper West Side. And
you were out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and everything. And then I'm doing a show every night and I'm missing bedtime with my kid every night. So in the morning I want to be around before I take her to preschool. And then like I got to rest before I'm going to the theater. So like I pretty much I think I was there for 9 months, almost 9 months, like eight and a half months. And I think I worked out like 15 times the whole time I was there.
And you could feel it probably in your body,
course,
your anxiety levels,
Yeah.
your depression levels, your fatigue levels.
Yeah.
You're doing these shows. How much harder? I feel like doing a play, even though it's once a day, that you wake up and you're kind of like your nerves are ready for the night.
Well, 2 days, it's twice a day. Like Wednesdays and Saturdays you do two shows. Yeah. But so doing a musical was, my background was all musical theater.
Yep.
Like it's all I had done until I was 21. And then my first job was Glee. So like I was still technically doing like a musical. So it was like all I knew was performing live on stage and doing musicals, but it had been like 13, 14 years since I'd been on stage.
How nervous were you?
I was really nervous going. Like it's that first day of school, like when you start, a movie
Everybody
or a
talks
TV show.
about that.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I hope everyone likes me. I hope they don't, the impostor syndrome starts kicking in. Like they're going to realize I was wrong for the job. They're going to fire me on the first day. Like after the table read, they're going to think I suck and let me go. And like I was really nervous specifically about music rehearsal because I knew I was about to be around a lot of people that had only been doing, and I know what it takes to like give yourself to that and to think about it year round.
You had to work harder than probably they did.
I don't know, but like I did feel like I had to kind of shake like the whole perception, at least that I had created of myself going in, of like they're gonna think I'm like the TV guy coming in to like do Broadway and like I'm not qualified, and I didn't want them to think I was a dick or like think I'm like cool or
Yeah, you always want. It's like no matter where you are in your life, you want to fit in. You want people to accept you.
Yeah. So I was really nervous about the singing aspect, and every you wake up in the morning like your voice is weird, like your voice is tired. Every single morning I woke up, I was like, I can't do it today. Every morning for like 6 months straight, because it was 6 months of
so much stress to put on yourself.
So much stress, and it's not helpful to be like, I can't do it. And I did like I got COVID once, and I got me and my daughter got some weird.
You had an understudy
fire. Yeah, it was two. Like there's like what's like an onstage cover and an off, like the onstage like has his own track that he's doing every night, and he also covers me. And then my other understudy was an offstage swing that covered like 4 roles or something.
Jeez.
So yeah, like I had a cover, but like, I'm like my picture's on everything outside, and like I know they're trying to sell like, hey, Grant's in the show, and like so
good amount of people come to the shows.
We did well. Yeah, we were like generally like pretty full most of the time I was there.
Did you ever mess up?
Yeah, of course. Like that's the thing going in too, that you're like, I hope I don't.
Does it? Are you able to go, I fucked up, moving on?
I got better at that as I went, but like no, the first like I did West Side Story when I was 20, turned 21 on tour.
What role did you play?
Baby John. I was a dancer, and I we did a year of shows. I forget exactly how many, but like I fell twice. Like we did these big kicks as jets.
Is it embarrassing?
Yeah, like just thud hit the ground. Everyone saw or heard it, and you just got to get up and keep moving. So I knew coming in like, okay, I've got like 8 songs in this show. I'm
gonna fuck one of them.
I'm gonna
forget a lyric.
I'm gonna forget a lyric, or I'm gonna crack. And yeah, I think I cracked 3. I did like
three times total in 8 months.
I think I cracked like 3 times.
That's nothing.
Totally. But like when it happens, you're like, that audience only saw the show once, and
but you know what? You'll never see those people again.
Hopefully,
mostly not.
Who's there?
That's how you gotta look at it.
You never know who's there.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Like Spielberg came and saw the show and like came on stage like afterwards.
Did he come see you after?
He came on stage. Yeah, he was a producer actually.
So Spielberg, you got to know Spielberg.
I met him.
What did he say? What was the encounter?
He was Spielberg. He was exactly.
He was like, hey, really great job.
He was very friendly, and he loved the show, and he was very nice to us and said.
Were you nervous around him?
Yeah, but also like you're like, this is gonna be a very short exchange. Like Spielberg's got a lot going on in his life. He's like, not gonna I feel like I try not to build up those moments too much because I'm like, he's not building this moment up.
But don't you deep down go, God, I wish like he would be like, I'm going to put you in something.
Of course.
Isn't that in the back of your head?
Yeah, of course.
Like you want to say, hey, I just want to say if you ever do a movie again,
yeah, of course.
I'd love to be the third guy on the right.
Of course. But it was also funny because like Mike Feist was there with him. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a Broadway actor who's done some West End too, and then is had I think he's a really talented actor, and he just did West Side Story with Spielberg. He was Riff. He just did that Challengers movie. So Feist is with him, who I think he was a really cool, chill guy, and I think is a great actor. I'm like the whole time I'm like, Spielberg doesn't need me. He's got Mike Feist. Feist is right there.
That's what you think.